Good morning children, Sairam. All set for exam? Today we'll have the revision of grammar topic, phrase, clause and sentence. Then let's start. Okay, we have a sentence here. Sita ran with great speed. Now how will you understand that this is a phrase? What you have to ask? Sita ran how? Ask how. So you will get adverb phrase. Whenever you ask how, you get adverb. Okay, so here this phrase is doing the work of adverb, so it is adverb phrase, right? So next sentence, how to do this is a difficult question. Now which question will you ask to get this phrase? Ask what? What is a difficult question? How to do this? So it is a noun phrase. A polar bear has a coat made of thick fur. So which question will you ask? Ask which coat? Okay, so it is describing the coat. Coat which is made of thick fur. So this is adjective phrase. Now children, there are many types of phrases. So those three phrases we have studied in detail. There are other phrases also. Okay, so let's understand, okay, with the help of examples given here. Now the first example, my two wonderful dogs. Here the focus is on dogs. So it is a noun phrase. The tallest building in the world. So here the focus is on the building. So noun phrase. Couldn't go. Here it is verb. Then will be working. It is verb phrase. Very friendly. Adjective phrase. Afraid of the dark. Adjective phrase. Okay, then really fast. Fast is adverb, right? So really fast, adverb phrase. Much quicker, adverb phrase. Near the post office. Near is a preposition, so prepositional phrase. Then on the 29th. So on is a preposition, so prepositional phrase. Okay, so what is important now? You have to understand what is a phrase. Okay, identify the phrases in the sentences. He does his work without any care. So where is the phrase? Without any care. I want a cute puppy for Christmas. Okay, so where is the phrase? A cute puppy. Okay, then the candy was dark chocolate brown. So where is the phrase? Dark chocolate brown. They sat for a while on the bank. On the bank phrase. Did you enjoy reading this book? It is a phrase. Okay, reading his book is a phrase. So here only they have told to identify. If they ask you, you state the kind of phrases, then only you have to write. Okay, here just you have to identify, right? Say whether the following is a phrase or a clause. In the garden, it's starting with preposition, so it is prepositional phrase. While Pooja was reading the newspaper, here it is a clause. What type of clause? Dependent clause. Raj works at a restaurant. What is it? It is a clause, but main clause. It can stand on its own. The big green box. Here it is a phrase. The focus is on the box. So it is a noun phrase. We don't live at Delhi anymore. So it is a clause and it's a main clause. Extremely hungry right now. It is a phrase, adjective phrase. Had been watching. It's a phrase. Full verb it is, okay? Had been watching, so verb phrase. If you see Mr. Kumar tomorrow, it is a clause. But what type of clause? Dependent. If, okay? It is not independent, okay? Next, slow and steadily. It is adverb, so adverb phrase. Whenever I play a video game, it reminds me of my childhood. It is a sentence. Okay, so the sentence here you have to divide it into two, right? So the first part, whenever I play a video game, it is a what type of clause? It is a dependent clause. And it reminds me of my childhood is a main clause. How do we identify whether it is a main clause or subordinate clause? Sometimes children find it very difficult, okay, to divide the clause. How to do it? First, identify the finite verbs in the sentence, okay? Then underline the finite verbs. Then divide the sentence into two, main clause and subordinate clause. I have given an example. Make hay while the sun shines. Now here, make is the finite verb and there in the other part of the sentence, shines is finite verb. Okay, so that means here we have two finite verbs. So that means we have two clauses. Okay, then you have to find out which part of the sentence can stand on its own. So that means make hay, it's complete. Okay, while the sun shines is incomplete, it is dependent. So this part is dependent clause, right? So make hay, main clause, and while the sun shines, subordinate clause. How many kinds of clauses are there? Basically two, okay, main clause and subordinate clause, right? So main clause is also known as principal clause or independent clause, but subordinate clause we have three, remember, that is noun clause, adjective clause and adverb clause. A main clause is a clause that can stand alone as a sentence. It expresses a complete thought. A dependent clause or a subordinate clause is one that cannot stand alone as a complete sentence. That is, it does not express a complete thought. Now, we have different types of clauses, subordinate clause, right? The first one is noun clause. Now, how do we understand which are the words which introduces this noun clause? That is the subordinating conjunction which introduces noun clause. So you have to remember some of these subordinating conjunctions are also found in adverb clauses, but you have to understand. Okay, now let us see the types of noun clauses. Subject of the verb. Okay, what he said was true. Now this noun clause is in the place of subject. Okay, that is why it is called as the subject of the verb. So how will you understand it is in the place of subject? What is the question you have to ask? What was true? Okay, in order to get that subject of the verb, what you have to ask? What was true? what he said was true, right? Then object of the verb. On the weekends we can do whatever we want. Okay, we can do whatever we want. So it comes in the place of object. Object of the verb. Object of a participle. So discovering that it was right, I jumped with joy. So after participle, the clause is coming. Discovering what? That it was right. So that it was right is coming after participle. So it is called as the object of a participle. Object of a preposition. Now he was thinking of what his teacher has said. He was thinking of what his teacher has said. So it is coming after preposition. So it is called as object of a preposition. Now next we have object of an infinitive. Infinitive, you know, to with the verb. Bunty wants to know where his friends are. So it is object of a infinitive. Okay, infinitive, to know. Next we have adjective complement. The children were happy that Saturday was a holiday. For what they were happy? That Saturday was a holiday. So adjective complement. Happy is adjective, right? Then complement of a verb. Life is what we make it. Life is, after is, it has to complete the sense, right? Life is what we make it. Then next one, in apposition to noun or pronoun. The news that he is alive made us happy. So what was the news? That he is alive, right? So it is talking about the news only. So that is why it is called as in apposition to noun or pronoun. Here it is noun. So adjective clause, what do you find? These are the subordinating conjunctions, that is relative pronoun and relative adverb, which introduces the adjective clause. Now let's see adjective clause. You know it is a subordinate clause, right? Modifies noun or pronoun. Begins with a relative pronoun. See the sentence. The rat that Neeta saw yesterday was in the kitchen earlier. Which rat? Then which rat? That Neeta saw yesterday. It is describing that rat. It is talking about that rat. Okay, so that is a relative pronoun. And you have a subject also in the clause, Neeta, and a verb also, saw. Okay, let's see the example to make it clear. Grandpa remembers the old days when there was no television. So to get this clause, what will you ask? Ask which days. Okay, when there was no television. Then eco-friendly cars that run on electricity help the environment. So ask which cars that run on electricity. So the subordinating conjunction is that here, okay, which introduces the adjective clause. Pizza, which most people love, is not very healthy. So what will you ask? Which pizza? That is which most people love. Next, the last one, adverb clause, right? It is a subordinate clause, modifies a verb, adverb or adjective. It begins with a subordinating conjunction and it tells how, when, why, where, to what extent and under what condition. So here are the subordinating conjunctions. After, although, as if, as long as soon as though, because, before, even though, if, in order that, since, so that, than, though, unless, until, when, whenever, where, wherever, whether, why. Now let's see the types of adverb clauses. Time, it is introduced by the subordinating conjunction. When, whenever, while, after, before, till, until, since. Then place, where, wherever. Purpose, in order that, so that, lest. Then reason, because, since, as, that. Condition, if, unless, lest, provided that. Result or consequence, so that. So will be in the main clause and that will be in the subordinate clause. Such that. Okay. And comparison, as, that is as good as tall as, like that. Than or as. Then manner, as if. Concession, although, though. Identify the main clause and subordinate clause. Whenever such question comes, children, you have to just find out the main clause and subordinate clause. As he was not there, I could not speak to him. Now, where is the main clause? I could not speak to him. Okay, and subordinate clause is as he was not there. This is the dog which bit her yesterday. So, where is the main clause? This is the dog. Subordinate clause, which bit her yesterday. Now next question, identify the types of subordinate clauses in the following sentences. So here you have to tell the types of subordinate clause, right? I shall give you what you want. Now here, where is the main clause? I shall give you. And subordinate clause, what you want. So first you have to find out the subordinate clause and then find out the type, right? So what you have understood? What you want is the subordinate clause. But how will you get it? You have to ask the question. Which question will you ask? I shall give you what? When you are asking what, that means it is noun clause. Then next one, I did not buy it because I did not like the look of it. Now where is the main clause? I did not buy it. Why? Because I did not like the look of it. So here what is the type? It is adverb clause of reason. Now let's see the next type of question. State the relation of the noun clause to the main clause. I do not know what he said. Now what he said is the noun clause. It is already underlined. We have to just tell the relation of the noun clause to the main clause. So what will he say? It is coming in the place of object. So object of the verb know in the main clause, right? Next, that it would rain seemed likely. So this noun clause is coming in the place of subject. So it is subject of the verb seemed in the main clause. All depends on how it is done. So here it is coming after the preposition on. So it is object of the preposition on in the main clause. Now my belief is that he will not come. So here complement of the verb is in the main clause. I hope you have understood the topic, phrase, clause and sentence thoroughly. And sentence, I told you how to identify one finite verb. It is simple sentence. Then two clauses joined by fanboys, it is compound. And two or more clauses joined by subordinate conjunction, it is complex sentence. So whatever PDF I have sent you, refer to that and you will be ready for the exam. Thank you.